Are you not entertained?
Welcome to Hard to Entertain with Brandon and Trey. Take it away, boys.
Amazing grace, how sweet.
Why are we doing this?
Why
Why are you singing Amazing Grace?
I don't know.
Okay.
You know what I found out?
What's that?
I don't know. I might come off really stupid here.
All right. I mean, what would be new, but...
So, I was watching a TikTok,
Okay.
and they're like, hey, did you know Jesus' last name isn't Christ?
You're stupid.
I was like, what? It's Jesus Christ.
No, it's not.
Like, nah, Christ is like, because he's Christian.
Yeah.
His what Magdalene or what Joseph
No.
and Mary?
Mary Magdalene is a not even...
What's his mom's last name?
Mary and Joseph?
Beth?
I don't know. I mean, I don't know if they had last names back then. I think it was more like
Surname?
of blah.
So he's Jesus God?
Jesus
God-
of Nazareth. That's usually what they called him.
That's where he's from though.
Well, yeah, but I don't know if they had last
Just
names.
saying. It's just
Yeah.
weird.
Jesus of God.
That's what I'm saying. Jesus of God. Jesus God.
Jesus God.
Because God's name is God.
God.
Kind of like Mario.
Already, everybody's just like, nope.
Mario.
Turn this shit off. We're talking about God and stuff already.
What's up, man?
What's up? What's new?
Not much.
3 weeks? 3 weeks without an episode, so I'm sure you did something in 3 weeks.
No. Nothing of importance.
Nothing of importance.
No. How about you, dumbass?
I went to a con.
You went to a con?
Yeah, I went to.
That's right. You took Delilah to a con.
Yep. Took her to a con. She cosplayed.
She did.
She seemed like she had a good time.
Yeah, that's cool. What did she cosplay as, Trey?
A chick from Demon Slayer.
Well, okay. Well, that's sexist.
She
has
was
a name.
Girl.
I don't know her name either. It's a Japanese name, so I have no idea what it is. So, yeah, who's to say?
But I mean, all the people there were like, "Hey, I like your costume," and she's like, and then she would go and start bowing in front of them.
Yeah.
And I was like, "Okay,
She thinks she's Japanese sometimes. I'm like, you're not Japanese.
you're Filipino."
Yeah. So no, she seemed like she had a good time. The costume was fucking expensive.
Yeah, well, I mean, she had fun.
Yeah.
I mean, if we'd have scheduled it a little later, we could have went. But godly,
Because they had a costume contest.
the contest was at 3, and we had gotten there at 11, like 10 or something.
Oh, okay.
And I was like, "Nah, that's 4 hours, bro. That's a long time."
Yeah.
And you know, she does con as a kid. She does it a lot different than we do. I'm literally looking at every booth and checking out everything. She went straight to like the anime stuff, took a look for like 2 seconds, and she was done.
Yeah.
And I was like, "Oh, okay."
Hey, welcome to having a child.
I know the attention spans are so short. I don't remember my attention span being that short.
It probably was, dude. Like when we go to like events and stuff, like she always says she wants to go.
Yeah.
And then we go, and it's like 3 minutes in. She's like, "All right, I'm done." I'm like, "Dude, these tickets are like $75." She's like, "Not my $75."
Yeah. What's money?
Yeah. So, anywho,
And then so next weekend, my birthday, turning a big 36.
I don't know if I can count that high.
Yeah. Yeah.
Kind of get lost around the 20s.
Yeah. I mean, you're already past that, but that's fine.
Yeah. Anyways, that's cool.
Yeah, so yeah, I mean, it should be interesting. We'll see. I got so kind of for me and the wife's anniversary and my birthday, we're kind of doing we're gonna do Disney in September.
That's cool.
Yeah, it should be fun.
Yeah, 2 adults going to Disney. I'm not weird about that at all.
Love it.
I'm not weird about that at all.
You know, not everything there's made for for kids. Some of it's made for adults. Yeah, it is.
Mm-mm.
They wouldn't have bevies there if it was all made for kids.
Exactly. That's why those bevies are so expensive. they're de-incentivizing you of having those bevs.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna have a couple.
They're
delicious.
I found that the local like chain bar here, Flowing Tide.
Yeah.
Their happy hour.
Uh-huh.
They have 2 of them.
Mm-hmm.
From 2 to 6, and then from 10 to midnight every day.
That's weird.
Because that's when they're the slowest, so that they're
Gotta make a little bit of money.
Dude, a mixed drink there during happy hour is $2.50.
That's great. That's fantastic.
I was hammered on with like $10, or it was like $15 worth of drinks, and then like the appetizers are half off too. And so I had like 2 appetizers. I was like $25. I was like, Time for bed.
Yeah, it's probably
Time for bed.
if you can find the bed.
I didn't. It's up in my truck. Anywho, all right, cool. Well,
All right,
I guess we should get this episode rolling.
I think
what
so.
episode is this? 52?
53, I
53?
think. 53.
So just over a year's worth of episodes. You could once a week. Year's
What?
worth. Like
Yes, you could. You
52
could
weeks
listen
in a
to us
year.
one time every
week.
and be
And
like,
it would take you a year.
yeah, to get that's if you're doing that.
Well, how many hours is that? Let's
more
think.
power
52,
to you.
52 episodes. They're about an hour each, so 520 hours,
Yeah.
right? And you divide that. That's a lot. How many days is that? How many days
Wait a
is
minute.
500?
What math did you just do? If it's an hour per, it'd be 52 hours, right?
Yeah, 52 hours.
You said 500.
Oh, 52 hours.
I was like, what the
52 hours, which is almost a little over 2 days. 2 days and 4 hours.
Yeah.
You can listen to us for 2 days and 4 hours straight.
If Mr. Stacy hears this, he'd be like, that dumb son of a bitch said 500 hours.
Here's a good thing. I don't give a fuck. All right, let's jump to this biatch.
Okay, let's go.
It's trailer time.
Hey, fun fact. I have to silence Trey's mic during every transition.
I didn't sing this
I know, but generally,
You finish the damn
I know because I hit it and I was like, I was about to go put your thing down. I looked at you and you weren't doing it. I was like, oh, I'm going to let him have his mic. But just so you guys know, I have to silence this fucking asshole's mic every fucking time. And sometimes the silence mic is you can hear him through mine.
Yeah.
Because all I can hear when I'm listening to the audio is the actual track and then the background. It's trailer time. It's trailer time. I'm like, who the fuck? Oh, that's Trey.
Well, it wasn't me this time.
Yeah, just saying. I'm just a little inside baseball. All right, we'll get back to sorry.
It's trailer time. It's trailer time. It's trailer time. Trey wants to the trailers. Sit your ass down. It's time for the trailer.
Time for the trailers, Trey.
It's time for the trailers. All right. I got some cool stuff.
I saw ahead of the Marvel movie, the new World Captain America.
Brave New World.
You see,
I mean, they're
Hey.
catching some static right now
why is that?
because of so there's an attempt on the president in the trailer.
Did you get shot in the ear?
No,
That'd be crazy. Wouldn't that be crazy?
I think
When they go back and change it, and
Yeah.
he
yeah. So I think there's an attempt on him in the trailer, and so they're like a little sensitive.
he's not the only president that's ever been attempted.
I know.
JFK.
But I'm just saying.
Ford,
There's talks of them possibly doing a little edit in
Reagan.
the movie.
Who cares?
Yeah.
Fucking get over it.
Yeah. More?
It's fake. Anyways, I don't know. Look, I'm not a huge Anthony Mackie fan.
Yeah.
Not a huge one. And so
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm down to have him carry a full movie by himself.
So I was fine when when he I don't know. He's not I don't know. Him as Captain America's not my favorite.
Yeah, it's weird, but whatever. Hey, we'll see.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
they fucking just shit the can every TV show and every movie they've done in the past year.
I mean, the big reveal of Red Hulk.
oh yeah,
That's a big deal. Everybody's like, "Oh,
who's gonna play? Is this good? Do you think it's gonna be Henry Ford? Harrison Ford? Not Henry Ford. Harrison Ford.
you got me today." That's so funny. I was thinking he's making cars and
Cars and he's the Red Hulk.
that's crazy. Yeah.
Talented.
It should be him. Yeah, they'll do probably Ruffalo or Ruffalo, where they like put his face onto the CG body. And so yeah, yeah, I don't know.
right,
I mean,
we'll see.
It'll be interesting. I mean, they said this movie they've had to reshoot a lot because they said the first test footage or the test screenings trash.
That's what it's been lately with those bitch ass motherfuckers.
So is that the only trailer you have?
Go ahead. I'm gonna
Okay,
interrupt
perfect.
you a bunch.
Perfect. So there was a full-length Joker 2 trailer.
No, who gives a shit? Next. Who gives a shit? No one cares. Trey, no one cares.
Somebody
Literally,
cares.
nobody cares.
Somebody's gonna watch it.
Literally, I will watch it but I will be extremely upset. I don't even know. I might not even watch in the theaters.
I
to be honest with you.
guarantee it makes like $30 million.
Yeah, but who
opening
cares
day.
though? It's such a depressing and dumb movie.
I don't like him at all. So
That's what I'm saying. We talked about it.
Yeah.
It's like the first one's okay.
yeah.
It's okay, but it's so fucking just dark and gritty and depressing.
If you watch the trailer though, they're not hiding the fact at all that it's definitely a musical.
Yeah, and Lady Gaga, I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm just like, ugh. But I don't need. Fucking enough. Oh, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
how many trailers is enough?
I mean,
I'm just saying.
all the trailers. So that's coming out October the 4th. So I have for you a TV series on Apple Plus called Bad Monkey.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
This is starring Vince Vaughn.
Yeah, it looked pretty cool.
It's like a detective kind of thing where So there's a murder mystery and I think he gets kind of framed for it.
Yeah, that's what it looked like.
So yeah, it
It
should
looked
be
cool
good.
to me.
I mean, Vince.
I'm a Vince Vaughn guy.
A lot of his movies are good. Some of them don't hit, but
Well, the cheap ones,
Yeah,
don't hit.
yeah.
The one where he's like, fuck yeah.
yeah. The next thing I got for you is DC put out their first trailer for the Creature Commandos. This is going to be
Okay.
the start of the James Gunn DC universe.
This is the one that's got like Bobby Lee. It's got like some comedians and stuff playing voices and stuff, right?
Yeah, and the cool thing about this is anybody that does a voice is going to be the live action version of the characters going forward. And you're going to keep what's the chick
Whoa.
that plays oh man, goodness. The Suicide Squad, the lady, the one that runs them.
I don't fucking know her name.
Okay.
Viola Davis?
Yes, there you go. So she's doing the voice in that, and she's gonna have her own show going forward. But it's interesting. We'll see how it goes. It looks kind of close to the new DC animation styles that they're using, but we'll check it out. The next thing I got for you is there's an animated series coming out on Netflix called Terminator Zero. So if you're a fan of Terminator, which there's a lot of fans of Terminator out there.
I think it's dwindled quite a bit.
I mean, it has. I mean, there's been a lot of the newer ones that aren't very good, but I think like probably the first three are decent. I mean, the third one's not as good as one or two, but so if you're into that franchise, that's coming out August 29th. The next thing I got for you is called Fight Night. This is I believe this is Peacock, but it's starring Samuel L. Jackson, Kevin Hart, and Terrence Howard.
I don't know about
It's
that.
I guess there's a lot of gangs in I want to say it's Atlanta, but they're getting a fight to come there. It's gonna be I think it's Muhammad Ali versus somebody, but they're getting ready to do a heist, and so trying to get all the gangs together to rob some money from I guess. I don't know. It looks interesting. The actors in it are really good, so I might give it a go.
You see the teaser for Hellboy? New Hellboy?
Yeah, the Skinny Man or whatever it is. Yeah, it looks really low budget.
Trey, ready. That's gonna be a fucking dumpster fire. Apparently, it's gonna be it's a what's it called? 3 of them.
Is there gonna do 3 movies?
Uh-huh.
Oh Jesus. Well, it's not.
Yep. I'm not looking forward to that.
Because I didn't like the second Ron Perlman one. I did not. The what was the one from the guy from Stranger Things? What's his name?
David Harbor.
Yeah. So he was.
That was okay.
He was in a
I
reboot.
I thought he was okay.
Yeah.
I thought the storyline was fucking dumb.
Yeah.
The whole KKK monster thing that they did, like you thought it was just gonna be like a little side mission, and then that ended up being the whole story. I was like,
Again,
stupid.
all right.
Do you see that Mark Wahlberg flight risk?
Yes. So the
about
trailer
that.
for that is interesting.
The
So
whole movie's gonna take place on a plane,
yes. So
and not like a big plane.
Mark Wahlberg is playing.
Yeah, playing a hitman. Blah blah blah. Still playing confidential informant. Yeah.
Negative. He didn't steal the plane.
Well, he did because he's not the pilot.
Right.
That's the whole thing. Is
Yeah.
halfway through the in the trailer, the guy looks down and sees the pilot's credentials and was
Yeah.
like, "That's not the pilot." Therefore, Trey, it's not his plane. Therefore, he stole.
Or maybe he's got to get in with the
plane.
mob, and the mob let him have the plane to get this done.
Yeah. Well, why would they put someone else's credentials in there? That's retarded.
No.
Stupid.
But anyways, so that looks interesting. I don't know.
but the whole thing. Who's the girl next to him?
I don't know.
Who was? I know she was a big actor, wasn't she? No.
I just know that I feel like Mark Wahlberg is doing a crap ton of movies
She
right
seemed
now.
familiar. Maybe I just.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, he's got the Netflix one that's coming out here too.
Mm-hmm.
So, anyways,
Yes.
anywho, okay. Go ahead.
So there was a big trailer for Alien Romulus. This is coming out
I don't know.
August 15th.
I don't know about that.
Seems like I think it's either a brother and sister, and they're trying to get off their planet. So they go on a spaceship, and I guess they're going to another planet. But in transit, the aliens show up on the plane, on the ship. I mean, it looks dark and scary. That's what they're always supposed to have been. You know, it's more like a horror film is what they're supposed to be in space. So, I mean, I'll definitely give it a go. Ridley Scott is executively producing it. So, I mean, you know, you got the brainchild behind all the good ones, the Alien movies. So, definitely give it a go.
All right. Well, we'll check it out.
So Peacock's got a new movie coming out called The Killer. This is directed by John Woo. And it's coming out August 23rd. It's about a cop and an assassin. The assassin lets this little girl go when she was supposed to kill this whole group of people, and so the person that gave her the money to do the job takes it as a slight, and so they go after her, and they're still trying to kill the little girl. You know, John Woo, famous for the doves, you know, birds flying whenever he's doing the shooting and everything.
Yeah, you know it's him.
Yeah. So I mean, we'll give it a go. I like a good action film occasionally. I mean, I didn't really recognize many of the actors in it, but that's okay.
All right.
We'll give it a try.
I watched ahead of one of my movies. I forget. It was either one of the movies I watched in the theaters. I saw there was a trailer for the movie Reagan. The Dennis Quaid plays Ronald Reagan. It's like a biopic.
Jesus Christ. Yep. There you go.
First of all, they're gonna make this guy look like a great guy.
Mm-hmm.
Ronald Reagan. This might be a controversial take. Real piece of shit.
Oh Jesus.
Real piece of shit.
Real piece of shit.
And his wife started the war on drugs that cost the American people trillions of dollars and did nothing.
Yeah.
Literally has made the problem worse.
Okay.
I hate that couple.
Uh-huh.
And Reaganomics is stupid.
Dumonomics.
Dumbonomics. It's the same thing what Bush tried to do. Trickle-down economics is essentially what it comes down to.
Right.
Hey, Trey, if you give rich people more money, what do they do with it?
They spend it on
They
themselves.
save it. Rich people already have money. They're not going to keep spending it.
Yes.
Okay? More tax breaks means less spendy spend.
Ah.
You give poor people money, what do they do with it? They spend it.
They buy shit.
And then that money goes into the economy. Mm-hmm. And then businesses thrive, and there you go. They spend it on dumb shit, which is what you want them to do.
TVs, cars,
and on life too. Food,
video games.
gas,
They don't buy they
cars.
shit like that.
No, I'm
Generally,
saying-
they do. They buy dumb
I'm saying
shit.
they need the money regardless. The money gets spent. It's stupid. I'm sorry. I hate. Fuck, I continue. Looks stupid.
Welcome
I hate
to
it.
Hard to Procrastinate with Brandon and Trey.
Fuck that. All right. Let's not go too crazy. Go ahead. Do one more each, and then we'll fucking move on.
All right, so they did a full-length Beetlejuice trailer with pretty much what we're going to get in this movie.
So
Look, I don't like the first movie.
That's what you went with, huh?
So Beetlejuice, for me.
Yep, same. I feel the same, and I don't hate you for it.
I only got one more, so.
No, I said one more, bitch. I'm gonna go with The Heretic.
Okay.
This was ahead of another movie I watched in the theaters. It looks interesting. I think I'm gonna watch it. It's supposed to be like a thriller, scary movie.
Mm-hmm.
Two Mormons go to this guy's house. They were trying to talk to people in
I've
this
seen
little
this one.
neighborhood.
Yes.
And they knock on a guy's house, and it looks like what's his name? Hugh Grant. Is that him?
Yeah, I think so.
It says and says he's like, "Do you want to talk about Jesus?" He's like, "Yeah, come on in." And like, "Oh, we're not allowed to come in unless there's a
Female
present."
present.
He's like, "Oh, my wife's in the kitchen making a pie,
Making cookies.
making no, it was pie. It's very particular.
Oh,
making
that's
a pie,
right, with the candle.
and they go in, they start talking. He's like, "Okay, well, you want me to go check on the pie and get you guys some tea?" And the lady looks down and sees that the candle is a blueberry pie candle. And for whatever reason, she starts like freaking out, and it's a whole thing where they have to make decisions.
They have to prove that they believe in their religion.
Pretty much, like God versus no God,
Yeah.
evil versus good.
So he's got like a trap house and
yeah,
all
it's a
these
whole house. It's
mazes
supposed to be
and
like a whole
stuff.
thing. So it looks cool. It's like an A24 flick, so
Yeah.
I'm sure it'll be interesting.
All right, my last one is going to be real quick. So Jeff Goldblum.
Oh, the chaos.
Yeah,
What is
Chaos.
Chaos.
This is coming out August 29th.
That's
on
on Netflix, yeah.
Netflix.
Yeah.
It seems like they're like gods, and so it's gods against the people. It seems like.
I think he's supposed to play like a Kratos type character. No.
I'm not really. They don't really explain much. It just seems like that he's part of this table of gods, and they're angry at the humans, and it just looks.
When aren't they angry at us? You know
I
what
know
I mean?
it's true, but I love Jeff Goldblum, so he's so funny, and he's good and everything.
Riot.
So
All
all right, that's all the trailers I got for
Sounds
this week.
good. Hey, let's move on up.
It's trailer time. It's trailer time. It's trailer time.
That's the wrong one.
Hey, Trey. What? Guess what time it is? What time is it? It's fucking TV time.
Oh, you know, Trey, sometimes you hit, sometimes you miss. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm over trying to tell you kill my mic, so I can't.
I'm
tell
saying,
you
what's
that
he trying to
you're
say?
wrong.
What's he trying to say?
Yeah,
All right. You got a lot, little? What are we talking?
I got like 6.
Jesus Christ.
It's 3 weeks.
You need to get a life.
3 weeks.
You need to get a life.
It's a lot of time.
All right. Mine's in all types of different order, so I'm trying to figure out.
Okay.
All right, I'll go first.
All right.
I watched the new the sports shit that Netflix getting into, the Receiver.
Okay.
It's pretty. Did you watch Quarterback last year?
Like the first 2 episodes.
It's the same shit.
Yeah.
But it's receivers.
It's just like, oh, what are they doing? Here's what
It's
this
yeah.
person's
It's
doing.
like 5 different receivers. I mean they show some shit that Hard Knocks would not show about the receivers talking mad shit about the quarterbacks.
Yeah.
And one of them's it follows what's his name Devontae Adams.
Yeah.
With the Raiders last year, and they had Jimmy Garoppolo at the beginning of the year, and he's like, "Man, this motherfucker suck." and if he don't move, if he don't change, I'm out. And then like it cuts to Jimmy's been set, and he's like, "Did you have any say on that?" He's like, "I was in the room. I was." I was like,
AKA, yeah, bitch.
"Yeah, I said these motherfuckers. I'm big dog. I'm
Yeah.
big dog.
You see my salary?
Yeah.
I make more than a quarterback does.
Yeah, I'm big dog around here." So
Is that true? They're like,
Yeah, shut the fuck up. We don't have any players anymore. So they've got like a third string backup. That's their quarterback, but it's cool. It's got Jefferson. It's got a couple different other receivers and stuff. It's alright.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was alright. I mean, if you like the quarterbacks, you like the receivers, and it's alright.
So recommend. Don't.
Yeah, I recommend it if you're into that. If you're into like the Hard Knocks type
Yeah.
shit. So
Okay. All right, so I finished up the 2nd season of My Adventures with Superman on Max. So in this season they introduced Kara, aka Supergirl, and we got Brainiac, and it was fun. This season kind of ended on differently than last season. Last season they kind of made it seem like it's going to continue. We're getting a 2nd season. This season kind of just ends like with everybody happy. And so I'm worried that they're not going to get a 3rd season. However, they didn't get renewed.
is it good enough to warrant another season?
I don't ever feel like it's like the animation style is just it's okay, and I don't know the reinterpretations. It feels like everything's very like robotic and like mechs. All the bad guys are mechish.
Mm-hmm.
They're all wearing like mech suits, or robots are fighting them all the time. I don't know if it's just because it's the anime style that they're going for, but yeah, I mean, maybe. I mean, they didn't tackle a lot of the characters that are in the Superman universe, so there's a lot more to do. But yeah, I mean, probably nah. They probably won't get,
Okay.
they probably won't get a 3rd
Jesus
season.
Fuck, Trey.
It's just hard because like
Shut the fuck up.
you know what.
That's you.
You know what?
That's you, Trey. I'm
We'll
just saying.
just-
I'm just saying that's you.
We'll just say it probably won't get a 3rd season, but if you enjoyed the 1st season, definitely watch the 2nd. Do you have another TV show?
Trey, that's hilarious. Batman. I'm just kidding.
Holy smokes!
Holy smokes, Batman. Oh, watch out.
Jesus Christ. We're gonna be like, is this their first episode? What is going on here?
I don't know. I found whenever I find these buttons, I always forget these buttons are here. Yeah, I watched Supacell. Well, I watched some of it.
Okay. The reviews were really good for this.
You know, yeah.
All right, Trey.
All right, sounds good. I'm not all the way at the end. Seems like people have some genetic thing where they've been experimenting on it. I kind of haven't gotten that far into why they suddenly a group of them something happens to them. Their powers like are dormant and they come online. Each of them have like different powers.
Yeah.
One is super fast. One's super strong. One's indestructible. One is got telekinetics, and then one can control time.
Right.
Which the control time one is obviously OP, and I haven't got to the point where they're able to like, really kind of explain that away. Like if you can control time, you can pop back and forth, and you can have multiple versions of yourself meet each other. The paradox there is probably insane. I've gotten all right through it. I mean, it seems okay so far.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to watch the rest of it. It's just all the British slang, bruv.
Yeah.
I stick you, bruv. I'll stick you. I'll wet you.
Yeah.
Don't come around here, bruv. I'll wet you. It's like, wet you? Oh, that's right. You guys don't have guns.
Yeah.
It's like the worst thing that happens is someone gets
Stab you.
stabbed or they get cut, and they're like, "Oh no, bruv! Oh no, governor!
That's right.
You stabbed me!"
Give them the old whack
Versus where we're from, it's like, "Hey, yo, brace yourself, fool!"
You have gun.
I don't.
Yeah.
It disappeared.
Oh,
I
man.
accidentally deleted it, but pop, 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 pop. Pew,
Okay.
pew, pew. Oh shit! I killed 14 people.
Okay, so so far
So
for
far,
what you
it's
watch,
alright.
recommend?
It's cool.
Okay.
It's cool so far. I'll watch it. It's everyone says it's good. You gotta get through it. You know what I'm saying?
All right, so I finished Clipped.
What the fuck is that?
Clipped is the Clippers bio.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I mean, everybody ends like.
I mean, you know how it's gonna end.
Well,
I mean, fucking.
Yeah, but what's so crazy is that the girl who like who kind of gave the voice recordings up, ends up working for him in the end.
Oh, well, she's smart, man. Smart lady.
And so I'm like, he was clearly a racist dude, and he didn't think he was. And so she quit working for him and tried to become like this social media personality. It didn't work.
Yeah.
She was going to lose everything. And so she goes back to work. I'm like, you are crazy.
Yeah, what happens, Trey, is these people think that they're more talented than they are. And it's like, yeah, you're not talented, bitch.
Yeah.
That sucks because, yeah, he was a piece of shit.
So you have Cleopatra Coleman. You have Lawrence Fishburne.
The fuck? What do we name it off here? People in the show?
And Ed O'Neill. Yeah,
Who gives a fuck?
These are the big. Well, people might want to know who's in the damn show.
Yeah. Who gives a fuck?
Well, they do.
No,
people.
they don't.
People. You see the people out there? You see them?
They're like
Them?
this.
And him?
No, they're like this. They're like, oh yeah, I wasn't gonna watch that anyways.
Yeah.
Oh, you're Lawrence Fishburne's in it?
Oh yeah.
Oh man.
Morpheus is in it. I'm in.
Is he taking a red or blue pill? Well, he's taking some white shit.
Yeah. He was. Yeah.
He's Doc, right?
Yeah.
He plays Doc.
Yes.
Yeah, that guy. How does he do the voice? Hey, yo, you got Jesus. Hey, yo, you gotta work hard.
What's really weird about this is like there's set where when he gets like angry or something, he goes to this sauna and sits in there with LeVar Burton.
LeVar Burton from Reading Rainbow?
He's like, and Roots.
Hey.
And so yeah, it's
Roots? The whole band?
no,
Or just
Roots, the TV show.
What?
You don't know Roots, the TV show?
No, I do, but
yes. He played the slave
oh, you're saying LeVar Burton?
Yes.
Oh, you're giving more credits. I thought you were
Yes.
talking about the band. The Roots
No.
was in there too.
No.
I was like, God damn, they had LeVar Burton, Doc, and the whole fucking the Roots band.
Yes.
Or did they have the band equipment? Are they
No.
rapping in there? Like,
No.
what are we doing? Is Questlove in there?
No, it's just funny that like
Is Questlove playing drums in the sauna?
he goes in
Seems like
there
irresponsible.
and he's like, man, it's real rough. And like LeVar Burton's like, I know, brother, I know. And I was like,
Hey, real quick, why'd you credit Roots and not Star Trek?
huh?
Why'd you credit Roots and not Star
Well,
Trek?
Roots is before Star Trek,
I'm just saying.
and so is Reading Rainbow.
I know. I'm just saying.
But
Question.
I
Is that the same guy?
yeah, yeah, you almost got your street cred taken away right there.
I know. Well, something else too. All right, go ahead.
So the acting's really good. The basketball players that are picked to be the real actual. No,
Yeah, they
trash. They don't look anything like their basketball players.
And when that kind of went down and they switched over and the whole ownership, that was pretty much the fall of the Clippers.
Yeah.
Because they had a chance.
Yeah.
They had a team.
Yeah.
They had a good team.
Real good team.
Real good team.
Yeah.
And now they suck.
Yeah, they're trash.
And then they tried to do it again with Paul George and Kawhi Leonard. And then Kawhi was like, you know what? I'm out.
Yeah, not doing
They
this.
can never stay healthy. He fucking retired. Paul George just got traded. So they got nobody now.
Yeah. Yeah, they're trash
Fucking
again.
teams. Yeah. You know what? You should have brought your ass to
L.A.
LA.
Yep.
Clay should have came to LA.
They vetoed the trade.
Fucking bitch.
NBA. What
So
you gonna do?
Chris Paul, they fucked us on Chris Paul too.
That's what I'm saying. They,
Yeah, he get to go to the Clippers, but he can't come to L. What kind of shit is that? Just because the stupid.
we're too good.
It's stupid. Oh,
Yeah.
because the commissioner's running the fucking Pelicans at the time.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
So
Just imagine. Just
yeah.
imagine. Kobe Bryant, Paul Gasol,
Chris Paul,
Chris Paul with
Dwight Howard.
with Dwight Howard. We would have had a squad.
Yep.
You would have had a floor general. Kobe wouldn't have to run the off. Never mind. Let's fucking move on.
NBA talk with hard entertainment.
Yeah, NBA talk. Hardwood.
Yeah.
All right.
so-
I watched anime called Hell's Paradise.
Okay.
I think I'm a little late on the trigger on this.
Yeah.
Um,
All the kids is already talking about it.
the kids been kidsing. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? The kids
yeah.
been out
Kids
there on
been
the
kid-
they've been
out
on the
there.
streets. You know. But it's cool. I liked it.
Yeah.
It was dope.
Nice.
It was. I was thinking it was gonna be a comedy, and it was not comedy at all.
So is it a more hand drawn style or CG?
It's straight up like your traditional
Okay.
kind of
All right.
anime style. It's super gory, which is why I think I was able to stick with it.
Yeah.
And it goes.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't just stall out, but it keeps going and it's interesting and stuff. And there's the storyline is fast, and I don't like it when they're all slow and they have little side journeys and all this
Right.
dumb shit.
Subbed or dubbed?
I don't watch the subtitle.
So dubbed then?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a rare day if I'm watching
You're gonna read it.
yeah, fuck all that noise. So I'd recommend it. The first season's on Netflix.
Okay.
And then
Alright.
the second one I think is or some of the episodes on the second season are on
On the roll.
the roll. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
All right. The next thing I got for you is I watched. So I started Charlie Hustle, the matter of Pete Rose. This was on
you're watching some upscore shit, huh?
HBO Max.
Yeah.
So this is the Pete Rose. They're discussing his start of his career all the way up to where he ended up getting kicked
Gambling.
out of the MLB.
Yeah.
Well, he
Well, here's the thing.
yes.
Go ahead. I'll let you watch it. I'll let you tell
Yeah.
the story.
Well, he denied it forever.
Yeah. And did you know the story before you watched this?
Huh?
Did you know the Pete Rose story?
Mm.
Okay.
So I've been watching it, and so
So
it's interesting.
so you know that updated recently
Yeah.
is that not only his big thing was he denied it,
Yeah.
and then he finally was like, yes, I bet, but I only bet
When I was a manager.
when I was the manager and only for my team to win.
Yeah.
I only bet for my team to win. But then it's come out recently
Yeah.
because he's been trying to get because he was a great player,
Mhm.
like great player.
That's a majority of the documentary showing
He was
an
one
athlete.
of the best. But here's the thing that came out recently. Some bookie released some information. I guess bookie was dying or some shit, whatever. That not only did he bet when he was a manager, he bet when he was a player,
Uh-huh.
and there was games where he bet for his team to lose.
Uh-huh.
And so that's why they're like, you're done.
Yeah.
You're done.
Yeah.
You're done.
Yeah.
You're not getting in, bro.
Yeah.
So
Well, I haven't gotten that far in the show.
sorry,
yet.
my bad.
So
Well, I think I don't know. It's pretty
so
recent.
right now they have his lawyer.
It's
Yeah.
like 6-8 months ago that
He's got-
this came out. So
Yeah, he's got a representative right now in the documentary. I'm on episode 2, and there are an hour an episode, and there's
Yeah.
I think it's only 4 episodes.
okay,
Um,
you got to be a baseball fan, or you got to be not a baseball but a sports guy to kind of like this.
Yes,
You think?
for
Okay.
sure,
All right.
Because
Well, you don't like baseball, so I'm surprised you watching it.
I do. I think it's interesting. I have another thing on here that's sports related. That's interesting. But I like the the office stuff, like how people got paid and stuff, and how they manage their teams and stuff. But don't make it weird.
I like the back office stuff.
So far, Jesus Christ.
I like the under the desk.
So if you're into kind of learning the history of characters,
I like the under the desk stuff. I like a little under the desk. Oh, sorry.
No.
Sorry.
no. So I would say if you're into baseball history and things of that sort, definitely give this one a watch.
Are you try?
What's up?
Can you silence that fucking PC? Are we gonna have an incident here again?
We're not. Just
We're gonna have an
continue
incident?
on.
'Cause I just heard the fucking notification.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine.
I swear to God, if you don't find it again, we're gonna have another incident like that last episode that I listened to and laughed my ass off.
I will not do it.
All right, I'll let you
go.
But speaking, I'm gonna keep on the sports topic just so we can get over this. Have you watched any of the new Hard Knocks? The off season. This is the first time they did an off season Hard Knocks.
Yes.
So they've done. They used to always be training camps. So it used to be Hard Knocks training camp.
This is on my list. This is what I was talking about next.
Okay, cool. So, and so the Hard Knocks would always. It's been since like the early or late 98, 99, something like that when it started. But it's been very popular. I enjoy it a lot. Some seasons are better than others. I mean, that's just because you can't. It's real life, so you can't control. Some teams are good, some teams. But they always seem to make it interesting enough.
True.
And then just the last 2 years, they started doing in season. So it would stop, and they would pick up with a different team, like 3 games into the season,
Right.
and then stay with them through the until the playoffs.
Right.
And then now they did a preseason, off season with the Giants.
Right.
And these
It's wild.
are fucking just dumbasses. Yeah. I mean, it's like, do they not know there's cameras in the room?
Yeah.
Like they know. I mean, you can probably see the fucking camera
Or the guy with the camera, like,
he's just sitting there like,
yep.
Yep. You're so Saquon Barkley can kick rocks?
Yeah.
Yeah. No. Yeah, fuck that guy. And then they go to the media. Yeah, we tried our best to keep him. And what are you gonna do? He went out and tested the market. You told him to go test the market.
Yeah.
What the fuck? You said it right there on the phone.
Although in that very same talk, the Saquon Barkley's manager kind of fucked them over because he was like, if we let him test the market, you're gonna give us a chance, right? He's like, yeah, of course. And then they really didn't. They priced him out of the market, essentially.
Well, but the way Saquon, he said the way he took that call was like, hey, we're just going to let you test the market. But he should have said, we want to. But the way he ended it, instead of committing that they were going to try to match it, what he said was, well, we'll see what we can do.
Yeah.
Well, don't say that. Just
give us
say
a chance.
Yeah, but don't say it like that. If I would have felt some type of way too. If a team wanted me to stay, which he's the only fucking with Darren Waller retiring, with their shitty quarterback Daniel Jones and 0 fucking receivers. Who the fuck? Well, Coleman is going to be a good guy. He's going to be a good receiver for them. But regardless, you keep your star fucking player, bro.
Yeah.
Like show him some love. Like, hey, we know you got to go test the market and see what it is. We get that. We don't know what the market is right now. For
whatever they tell you, we'll match it.
That's what you say. Hey, whatever you go out there and find the market is, let us know, and we'll make sure we match it and get you. And we want you to stay here as a Giant.
Yeah.
That's all you got to say. And it's a verbal commitment. It's not contractual.
All right.
And you just say, they come back, say, you know what? That's a great offer. That was way more than what we were willing to do. We want to keep you. Here's how we can get you closer.
Yeah, we can structure it where we give you guarantees up front.
At least make him feel like he's wanted to be there. They fucked that over. And then the way they talk shit, like after the fact, like, oh, what are you going to do? Oh, whatever. Hey, your team fucking sucks.
Yeah, they're not very good.
And you're going to suck for a real fucking long time because Daniel Jones is not him.
No.
He is not him.
It's funny because they were like, well, we paid the quarterback, so we're just going to try to make the line better but we don't have anybody to throw the ball to. So.
We don't have anyone to throw the ball, no one to run the rock, and fucking Daniel Jones sucks. And the amount of money they gave that guy is fucking insane.
Yeah.
Fucking insane.
Again, hard to entertain sports talk.
Sports talk. Oh, we need to get a sports talk button.
Yeah.
We should have like a sports talk segment.
That would be
all
awesome.
Right. Okay, what else you got?
Well, I was going to talk about that one, and then I was...
Yeah. Okay, and then I watched the first season of Dexter.
What the fuck?
Trey,
That's
it's
not
one of those
new TV show.
Does it say TV? It says TV time. It doesn't say premiere TV time, bitch. Hell's Paradise came out a long time ago, so fuck you.
Oh,
okay?
I didn't know that. I thought that.
Shut up,
that
bitch.
was a new show.
And Supercell's been out for like a month and a half, 2 months.
That's newer, though.
Shut up, bitch. I watched Dexter because I keep seeing the fucking clips on the old Talk.
Yeah.
And I was like, you know what? People keep hyping this up and saying it's good until like season 4 or 5.
Yeah.
Let me give it a go.
It seems pretty good.
Let me give it a go. Yeah. And I love that meme. Hello, motherfucker. Surprise, motherfucker.
Yeah.
Super size, motherfucker.
Yeah.
French fries, motherfucker. And the way I don't know the guy's name who plays the he's like
The serial killer.
no, he plays a detective who works with the serial killer that doesn't like him, doesn't like Dexter. He's fucking hilarious, and the way the guy acts is hilarious. He's like, get off your ass, motherfucker. It's like the guy doesn't know how to not to say a sentence without a cuss word, and I'm in for it.
Yeah.
I loved him. His sister, Dexter's sister, in this is fucking annoying as shit. I hate her. Dexter's cool.
Yeah.
Dexter's, I mean, it's all right. It's all right. I don't know why it got so hyped. Because I get it, a serial killer killing serial killers are bad people, but
I there was a movie at the end.
Yeah, I think so. And they just announced they're going to do a new season, which I don't know how that works, but it's okay.
Yeah.
It's kind of like American Psycho. If you ever watched that with Christian Bale, it's okay. I don't know. I don't get the hype. I don't see it. Maybe you had to been there.
Well, it's like a billion years ago.
Yeah, maybe you had to been there while it was going on, and maybe after a couple more seasons. But I'm not going to invest any more time. I watched one whole season.
Yeah,
I was like, that's enough.
Well, it was back in the time when like it was like premium cable, Showtime, HBO.
Yeah,
had all the shit.
Yeah,
and
they had Spartacus, which was great for 2 seasons, and then the guy got cancer and died.
Yeah, True Blood. You had all these shows that were really
people
hot.
were fucking going and shit. So
yeah.
All right.
So all right. So I have I finished the Acolyte.
Yeah,
The Acolyte.
What was that?
The Acolyte.
Okay, there we go.
Yeah.
Hey, it took you 3 tries, but you got there.
I got it.
What are you thinking? So mixed reviews. Some people say cool. Some people say no. What are you thinking? What's the Trey stamp of approval for this one? For Star Wars type shit.
I think the action's good, but I think that at the end of the day,
Yep.
doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. And it's so old as fuck too. And that's what's so. It's like like nothing really is going to happen like that we don't already know. It's 100 years before the fucking the.
Well, right, and the comic book series right now is in that time era. It's older stories that you get to see how these characters came to be. But here's the problem I have. Like your big reveal at the very end is Yoda's back. Like we finished the entire series. Spoiler. With
he's not back, but he's there.
No, his back. They show his back.
Oh! I thought you said he's back. I was like, he was in it at the beginning.
She goes, "Oh, Master, we need to have a talk." And it's Yoda, and I'm like,
yeah, he must be hundreds and hundreds of years old. So,
yeah,
so it makes sense that
he was
there.
a younger Yoda there,
young-ish, because Gru in that one's like 70 years old, and he's still a baby.
Yeah, I don't think it's at the same time.
No, I'm just saying Gru in the Mandalorian series is like 70.
Right,
He's supposed to be like 70 years old,
he's
but
a baby.
he's like a baby still. And so I gotta like that. Like, okay, well, if he's still a baby, I don't know if it's 70, I think like 50 or whatever, how many years, but he's old as shit. So you know that Yoda is probably a lot, 100 years, and he was old as shit in the Phantom Menace. So you gotta think, okay, you just extrapolate out in 100 years for him probably isn't a long time,
right? I mean, just saying. I'm assuming that if I knew more Star Wars stuff, this would be a lot better.
You're like, I'm not a nerd,
but I mean, and I like a lot of nerd shit. But Star Wars isn't. I mean, I enjoy Star Wars, but I don't know a lot of the, like older lore. I didn't read any of the novels and stuff.
I don't know almost any of the lore.
But yeah. I
know lightsabers.
I mean, it's fine if you want to watch some Star Wars shit, but I don't feel like it has any effect on anything that I've watched, since then. So or before. So all right.
I got one last one.
Nice.
This is gonna be a long fucking episode. How long are we into this bitch?
Huh?
How long are we in?
We're into this bitch 40 minutes.
Oh my god, this is gonna be like a 2-hour episode. All right, everyone, hold on to your dicks. Here we go.
Did you bring one of these, Chris?
Yeah.
Soas?
The last one I watched was Evil. So I caught up on Evil.
Oh, okay.
So I was really a fanboy of Evil season 1.
Parents said this is a great show.
Yeah, and I liked it because it's like it's not. I wouldn't say it's scary.
Yeah,
but it's supernatural and it's like gods and demons and stuff, which I'm kind of into. I like that stuff.
Yeah.
I really like Constantine. I like that kind. It's kind of like in that vein.
What I got was that this guy's a detective and the girl's a medium.
No, not even close. That has nothing to do with a detective.
Huh.
There's no detectives in this at all. They are kind of like they call them like I forget the name of them, but they pretty much go to see if things are real. But they're not detectives. One is a priest in training, and then he gets his priesthood at the end of season 2.
Okay.
one is a technological guy, Ben, and he kind of like he looks for the technological solutions for stuff, and then one's a psychologist and says because they deal with exorcists and demons and apparitions and stuff, she like sees okay, are they just crazy, which almost never are.
Yeah.
But are there like are they being medicated? Blah 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 blah.
Right.
So I think it's cool. I don't know, it's cool.
Yeah.
It's cool so far. I like. I mean, I'm season 3 and there's 4 seasons, and they said the 4th season Paramount picked it up from I forget who. Maybe it started with Paramount. CBS.
Yeah, CBS.
So it was CBS, and it came on Paramount, and I guess Paramount said they're done with it after season 4. So I think they put the first 2 seasons on Netflix. So Netflix, they're trying to see if Netflix wants to pick it up. But so far it's good. It's cool. Watch it. Give us 4 seasons. It's pretty cool.
Nice.
About an hour each.
Okay. So I'm watching Dirty Pop. This is
that's the documentary one.
this is where Lou Pearlman
One that fucked the Backstreet Boys.
both.
Or NSYNC and Backstreet.
Yep.
He fucked those guys.
So like they got these checks. Their first big checks was like $10,000. They're like, oh my god, we're rich. And then like one of the other guys in the band was like, what did you make for a year working at IHOP? And he's like, oh shit, I got fucked. Because he's like, and then like this other guy, because except for 1 year, they had made over $200 million as a band.
Yeah.
And I'm like, there's 5 of you. If you got $50,000 out of 200 million, where the fuck's the rest of the money?
And he's saying, because of hotels and
He
food
said,
and
he
jets.
said, I put all this up for you guys, so I'm the 6th member of this band. Essentially, I deserve what I'm getting.
So I'm like, hell no. I'm like, okay, well, we're not going to do any more shows.
And that's what ended up happening. So in the documentary, they got lawyered up, and they had to pay him to stop being associated. And in their agreement, he got a piece of their shit even to today.
Yeah, if there's one thing I've learned watching.
Don't sign your shit.
Yeah. So one thing I've learned, I think, through watching podcasts, through documentaries. I mean, I think we both watched a shit ton of documentaries and stuff.
Yep.
Is that one? You never sign anything
Without a lawyer present.
without a lawyer.
Having them sign, read that shit.
And you vet your lawyer too.
Yep.
And also if you ever get rich enough to have an accountant, you make sure you have that accountant walks you through once a week everything they did with your money. Where's your money at?
Yep.
How it got there?
Some of this money ended up disappearing into
and
an island somewhere.
having safeguards. So like a lot of banks will allow you a threshold for certain accountants to do on your behalf.
Right.
But there has to be a threshold. And
Okay.
so it's like, okay, anything above X amount dollars has to be approved by not only the accountant, but the account holder. So there's a lot of things you can do to protect yourself. One, never give anyone guardianship of you or your parents. Or
Britney
anything like
Spears.
that. That's the worst thing you can do. And if you have to do it because someone's incapacitated or whatever the case may be, make sure that it's someone that you trust and you've been with for years and years and years. It's not just a friend of the family, which is fucking insane. Not some person you don't know off the street. It's got to be someone who you know is responsible and you can trust with your finances and your well-being. Don't read anything about a lawyer. A lawyer is going to be your best bet because they're going to have your interest in mind, and don't ever read anything without signing it. There's and also
Don't sign anything without reading it.
exactly. But remember these fun things. If someone says, "What was in the contract?" Okay, one. I don't know. It changes state by state, and we're not here to give legal advice. And everything on the internet.
Hard Entertainment does not endorse any legal advice.
And everything we say here is for entertainment purposes only. But in Nevada, I've learned a couple things. One,
Yes.
just because something says something in a contract doesn't make it legal. If you put something in a contract that is illegal,
Yeah.
or releases you from liability, it only releases you a company or a person from liability if it happens in the if you do something outside of the normal operations. Let's say you're at a trampoline place, right?
Okay.
And you're trampolining and the trampoline rips and you go through and you hurt your
Break
leg
your
or something,
shit.
right?
Yeah.
That's not a normal operations.
No.
But if you're just trampolining and you roll your ankle, hey, that's on you. It's normal operations. It's fine.
Yeah.
But if they do something, this doesn't release them from liability in perpetuity.
Right.
And also things have to be explained. And it has to be, it can't be hidden in the contract. So
Right.
you can't verbally tell me, well, that contract says that you're gonna pay us 10% for whatever services, and there's not gonna be any rate. We can't raise the fees, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
But there's fine print that says, well, actually, we can raise the fees. in these certain cases.
Yeah.
Well, you can't say that. You can't say one thing and then in small little print say a different thing.
Yeah.
That's a breach of contract.
Yeah.
You have to the terms that you agreed upon have to be in the contract and they have to be agreed. So just so you guys know, if someone ever says, "Well, they're in the contract," that doesn't necessarily mean that they can just do whatever the fuck they want. It doesn't work that way. But read it. And make sure you have someone go over it. It doesn't cost $30-$40 to take it into a lawyer's office,
Right?
And they're gonna have their paralegal read it and point out all the things that they think is wrong. So okay, back to the funness, right?
Yeah. So Dirty Pop, it's interesting to see how one man goes from doing a blimp company all the way to having all this money to end up going to prison.
Yeah, and it's a story that happens in the entertainment industry time and time again. And the fucked up thing is you have these what are they Coogan accounts?
Yeah.
Where I forget, that might not be the actual name. I forget. It's something along those lines. Where like these child stars make all this money and they have to be put it away for them. There's no legal oversight over that.
Yeah.
And so you're supposed to do it, but then what are you going to do? Your parents spend all your money.
Yeah.
What's the recourse?
It happened to a lot of people.
Happens to almost all of them. Almost all of them.
Yeah.
Almost all of them.
Because the parents are like, I'm taking care of you, so I deserve the money too.
No, it's just like, okay, you're taking. What does that even mean? Like, that's the fucked up thing, and they have rights over your money because which is why a lot of them get emancipated at 16 or as soon as they can.
Best thing to do with that is, if you're a child, have them put that money in a fucking trust and make it until you get 21.
Well, just say
and you can have all the money.
Just say I don't want any like. But your parents have to. You don't have the power to negotiate your own contract as a child, which is the fucked up thing. So these kid stars, their money, the parents are like, no, we'll put this 10% away, but really, there's no legal oversight because that money is theirs.
And then when you,
go to sue them,
10% later, you're like,
you go to sue them.
Money at?
Yeah, you go to sue them. Well, they already spent all the money. There's nothing to sue for. That's what the people say.
I ain't got money to pay you.
Yeah, you can sue me all the fuck you want. There's no money left. The house is gone. The cars are gone because you don't make any money anymore. We can afford it. It's great. But go ahead. Sorry.
Yep.
Anywho. That's it. That's all I got for TV. You got more?
Yeah, I got one last thing. So for everybody that's really enjoyed the Harley Quinn TV show that's been on Max for a while, they just released Kiteman, the TV series, a little spinoff.
Okay, yeah, I saw that.
Hilarious.
It's funny.
It is really good. Whoever writes these things for Max and does these DC adult animated series, fantastic. So this is so in the Harley Quinn series, Ivy and Kiteman were together, and they break it off, and so they end up going to this bar, and it's where all their friends hang out, and so he's trying to get the money together to buy this bar, and he ends up doing it. And Lex Luthor on the side is like, he has the anti-life equation.
Yeah,
he's got it in the suitcase, and he stole it from Darkseid.
Right.
And so Darkseid's bringing the minions to Earth.
And he's going to fight. And Kiteman's got no powers.
Kiteman, it's
a guy
so
with a
Lex hid the suitcase with the anti-life equation in the bar.
That's
and
hilarious.
So they're coming to kick his ass.
And Kiteman's, he's just a guy with like,
it just flies kites.
And he's basically got a wingsuit essentially. It's a kite, but it's a wingsuit.
That's it.
And that's his power. And they're like, all right, it's pretty funny. Yeah, I've seen the episodes with him in it.
Yeah.
Some of them, so I'll watch that. It looks
it's
fun.
good.
It looks like
it's
it'd be
good.
funny.
All right, so that's all the TV series has got.
Oh, I saw the TV series. Well, guess what time it is, Trey?
What time is it?
It's a movie.
It's a premiere. It's a movie premiere.
It's a movie.
I want to give a spoiler real quick for this section.
Okay,
I think we might have the sweaty high five in this one.
I think we might as well.
I think
So let's just put this out there right now.
the golden sweaty high five.
There are going to be everything we're going to talk about.
Spoiler
Heavy.
Spoiler.
It's going to be. We're going to talk about Deadpool 3. We're going to talk about a few other movies, and
Yes.
we've always say this, but this one, this movie is best if you don't know the spoilers. Which
Yes.
2 days before,
Yes.
once I see something about Deadpool, I scroll right past it really fast because I didn't want to see it because people were spoiling the shit out of it. So just so you know, that's where we're at with it. So
everybody,
you.
if you don't want to be spoiled and you just want to skip to our flashback, probably go like 20 minutes.
Yeah, I would too. So, but okay, here we go. Well, I mean, the title of this fucking episode is going to be like Deadpool.
I was thinking LFG. Let's fucking go.
Yeah. There you go. I like that. That's smart. I like that. All right. So, let's start with some not Deadpool shit.
Okay. What do you got?
Land of Bad on Netflix.
Okay.
It's an army movie with Russell Crowe. It's got baby Hemsworth in it as the main character.
Yes.
Not Chris, but
I don't know the other one.
what's the other one? It's another white.
The less successful Hemsworth.
The one that gets the B movies.
Yes.
He plays a drone operator in the field who's helping these guys capture some people. Blah 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 blah. And Russell Crowe is the drone operator up in the sky, the big one, and he does like the little small ones or whatever. It's just a shitty army movie. It's fine. I mean, it's fine. It's
Okay,
if
so-
you want.
Jesus Christ! Slow review. The shitty army movie. Let me
What it is. It is. It's like it's your basic bitch shit. Yeah, I don't have much to say other than it's okay. It's a head nod across the room. If you want to throw something on and do something else, and like, huh, look at that, bing, 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 bing.
It's Liam Hemsworth.
Liam, there you go.
Yeah.
I can buy my own flowers. I can.
Jesus.
That's the Miley Cyrus was singing about him because he cheated on her.
Yeah.
And get over it, bitch. You probably
Okay.
cheated on him too.
I mean, since we're going to talk about shitty movies
Okay.
that we watched that are new, I watched My Spy, The Eternal
Oh,
City.
I watched. I watched that like.
Oh, did we do the same amount of time? I did 20 minutes.
I did a little over an hour, but I don't know how much of that hour I actually watched.
No.
What the first one? Okay, let's stop here.
Yes.
The first one,
Yeah,
funny,
funny.
enjoyed it,
Good.
family friendly,
Yeah.
lots of funny jokes here and there.
Yeah.
Ooh, ha ha ha.
Yeah.
David Bautista's great. The little girl's great.
Yeah.
The friends, the whole nine.
Yeah.
Awesome. The mother, great.
Yeah.
The storyline made sense.
Yes.
Cool. Whatever. This one, on the other hand,
Terrible.
what the fuck?
It's not funny.
They force this little girl on you who's like grown up now.
They all seem like they don't want to be there.
Yeah, no.
Nobody wants to
No
do
one
this
wants to
movie.
do this movie. Nobody.
Yeah.
It's like I almost can guarantee you, he signed some type of deal with Netflix
Yeah.
or with Amazon Prime that he had to do a certain amount of movies.
Dave Bautista seems like right now he doesn't want to act anymore.
Well, he only wants to do stuff he wants to do.
Yeah.
And I think what happened was when he was starting to blow up, he started signing these contracts to make
He's
money.
got deals with people.
And he's got to do these fucking contracts.
Yeah.
And he's like, I don't want to do this anymore. I don't want to do these shitty movies. And this is one of them because holy shit, the kids suck.
Yeah.
The storyline is like absolutely fucking bonkers.
Yeah.
And the villain, the hitman dude,
Yeah.
he's a comedian.
Yeah.
Which is why he fucking sucks. I was
Yeah.
like, this is a German comedian.
Yeah.
Like I've seen like what the fuck? It's so bad.
So we went 25 minutes in,
I don't know how you
and Tara was like, and Tara's pretty good about watching the movies, like even if they're shit movies.
Yeah.
But she was like, "Can we turn this off?
Yeah.
This is bad."
Delilah watched
bad
15
movie.
minutes and walked upstairs to go watch YouTube. I was like,
Yep.
right.
There's your review.
and then I was what was I? I was like cleaning up or
I don't
something.
know.
and
They
kinda
had
had
to
it.
over an hour.
Well, I was like
That's-
doing other shit, but I
Yeah.
kept on looking back like, oh, he's got an allergy. Oh, look at that. Oh, what a coincidence. Oh, are they gonna?
What happened to Dave Bautista? He like shrunk.
He said that he addressed it. He said that he said with his age, he said having to work out that much. He just said he can't do it anymore. So he said
He's
that
half the size he was.
he said to be functioning and at the weight he was and
Yeah.
the amount of training he had to do, it just wasn't going to happen anymore.
Okay. I thought it was the steroids.
And then what's his name too? Kim Jong.
Kim Jong.
I
don't know. Yeah. He's funny in most
It's
stuff.
fine.
But like I said, nobody seemed like they wanted to be in this movie.
I know it just yeah. So I wouldn't watch it unless you had to.
So I mean, can we give it the dick in the dirt?
It's getting dick in the dirt.
Oh,
woo!
shit.
Oh wait.
What do you got?
Oh, dick in the dirt. Woo.
Woo.
All right.
All right. Do you have another one that's not Deadpool?
I've
All
got.
right, go ahead.
I've got 1, 2 more.
Okay, I got a couple. Yeah.
I went and watched Twister.
Oh shit! I didn't get to
Glenn
watch this
Powell.
yet.
This is. I guess it's a remake because they don't reference anything from the
It's a
first one.
spiritual successor. Is what
Yeah,
they're
because
calling it.
they talk about Dorothy and they don't really talk about how Dorothy got there.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming it's supposed to be like a quasi spin-off, like he get the
Did
technology.
you know Bill Paxton's son makes a cameo in this movie?
Oh, does he?
Yes, he
Oh,
does.
wow, I don't care.
Yeah.
And so
Can we talk about something real quick? So IGN reviewed both of these movies, Twister and Deadpool.
Mhm.
they said Twister was better than Deadpool, and I said, you guys have lost your fucking
Yeah,
mind.
they lost their goddamn plot because Twister was okay.
Yeah.
I mean, it wasn't the fucking shit. Like
Yeah.
that's insane that they really said that. That's crazy.
They gave it a point higher than the other, but I'm like, why? How?
Yeah, that's crazy because I thought Gunpowder was fine.
Yeah.
Um,
He's hot right now. I don't know what's going on, but they're
blowing
giving him
up.
a lot of
Yeah.
roles.
Because he can do like serious acting, but he also can be funny. So I
Yeah.
think that's why. I thought it was fine. I didn't think it was. I saw the hype all over social media, like, oh my god, it's so fucking good. Like,
See it in the biggest theater you can.
yeah, it was fine.
Yeah.
I mean, it had more twisters than the first one
Mm-hmm.
because the first one really only had like 2 kind of big twister scenes.
Yes.
This one has a lot more than that. The whole thing about this one is not to track them.
Yeah.
Is more of it's to understand them to figure out a way to actually kill the twisters.
Which is crazy.
Which the way they explain it, I was like, okay, that doesn't make any goddamn sense. But whatever. I'm not a scientist.
Yeah.
Sure. I'm sure maybe they've edited the science. I'm sure they did.
Maybe.
But the lead actress, I didn't.
The girl.
I
Yeah.
didn't, because Helen Hunt's in the first one. She's the lead with Bill Paxton.
Yep.
She is way better than this girl. Oh my god, fucking cry about it.
Yeah.
And there's this one scene. So, one, we're Southern, and we were around tornadoes growing up our whole life. It wasn't something. It wasn't. I wouldn't say it wasn't scary, but it wasn't something that you were like overly concerned about because you're like,
Yes.
it is what it is. One thing you know, which is a trope in some old Twister movies, is you never get on an underpass. It's like the worst place to be, and they even call this out.
Yeah.
Is like, hey, we shouldn't be there because the underpass causes a wind funnel and actually intensifies the wind, and stuff can shoot in there, blah blah blah, and it could collapse. So it's probably the worst place you can be. What you should do is find a deep dish.
Yes.
Ditch, lay down flat, grab onto weeds or whatever's there, is the best place to be.
Mm-hmm.
Or storm cellar, obviously, bathroom if available, door jams, things of the nature.
So the main
But
character's name is...
the first thing they do, they say, "Oh, that's the worst place to go," and they look around. Oh, that's where we're going.
Yeah.
What the fuck? I was
Yeah.
like, you could go somewhere else. Like
Yeah.
go to the side of the road, lay flat,
In the ditch.
and ditch, and then hold, hope
Hope for the best.
for the best.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. It was okay.
Yeah.
It was okay.
So,
I would definitely not put it. If I had to give it a score,
official review.
I'd give it a knuckle bump.
Okay.
I mean, it was fine.
So
it
it's
was
like-
cool. It was fine. I don't know if I would. I was like, after I left, I was like,
So
I don't get the hype.
the problem, so a lot of people were complaining that whereas the original Twisters use a lot of practical effects,
Yeah.
the newer one
Yeah.
was a lot of CG stuff.
100%. Yeah.
And so a lot of the tornadoes were definitely CG,
Oh yeah.
and they just ran from them, like the CG floor and stuff.
Yeah.
Whereas in the original, they had like wind tunnels and shit blowing
Well,
shit.
and then the other thing too, with like a tornado, like you can't outrun a tornado.
No.
You're not gonna do it. So what should you do, Trey? Go to the left or to the right?
They always go straight.
They always like, oh, we're gonna put it in reverse. What the fuck? And they like one of them, they're driving like a bunt, like in reverse. So like the max a car can do and be stable in reverse is like 20, 25 miles an hour.
Yeah.
Anything above that, it's your vehicle's unstable, and you're gonna unless you're a fucking a professional driver, you're not gonna be able. In every movie, they're able to be like, oh, I fucking got it. I'm going 65, 70 miles an hour. First of all, you can't go that fast in reverse, you dumb fucks.
I did like the drill car where they drilled into the ground to keep the
Jesus
truck on the ground. That was cool.
It doesn't make any goddamn sense.
It's kind of neat though.
It's a fun visual.
Yeah.
But when you auger dirt, Trey, when you auger your dirt like that,
Yeah.
you've disturbed the compaction.
Yeah. So when
And
you
so
anchor
especially
the screw,
especially when you look at that thing was probably 2.5 feet, maybe 4 feet at the most.
Yeah.
So once you even that deep, I mean, it's gonna do a little bit, but
so
not.
it didn't take the truck when he drilled into the ground.
It's fucking retarded. It's so stupid. It's excuse my French, not retarded, but it's stupid.
Yeah.
It's just stupid.
Yeah. All right. So
Fucking
knuckle bump for Twisters.
Yeah, it's fine.
All right. Well, I watched Longlegs.
Me too. That's
Um,
that's my last one, other than the big one.
this is starring Nicolas Cage and Micah Monroe.
Sure. Whatever you say, dude.
So the reviews have been super. I mean, 80% on Rotten Tomatoes. You know what? for an art house film, I thought this was an interesting movie. I felt like there were parts in this movie where,
we got a liar alert.
what?
80% my ass.
That's what Rotten Tomatoes gave it.
No, I'm just saying Rotten Tomatoes is lying to people.
I think it's in as far as the. I think it's A24.
It is. It is. I think it is.
So, this is their highest opening horror film ever.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I mean, Nicolas Cage, like a lot of these
Nicolas
Indian
Cage?
movies have been doing really, really well.
Yeah. So let's get into it a little bit.
Okay.
What do you think? I thought Nicolas Cage
Yes.
was good. I enjoyed it. I thought he was creepy. I thought he was
So I thought
insane.
Nick Cage. This is one of the few times where I was like, you went over the top for no reason. Like you could have been creepy and like quiet, and it would have been just as good.
Yeah.
That's
an opinion. That's an opinion.
I
I thought it was cool. I thought the creepy. I thought the over the topness.
like him.
Like him just suddenly like started yelling and singing and shit. I thought it played into his creepiness.
I thought the visuals I thought were great. I thought it was shot very well.
Yeah.
Like they followed the the character sometimes when they were going to the buildings, or sometimes it was just wide open shot. Sometimes how they moved their camera was very cool.
Yeah. How'd you feel about the mixture of paranormal and realism?
So
Like actual like the actual like serial killerness and the paranormal.
So I
side
thought
of
the
things.
serial killer stuff was cool.
Do you enjoy it when they do the paranormal stuff, or do you you
but
prefer it if they can
it's gotta
explain it away?
It's got to be something where I feel like it's believable as far as the paranormal stuff goes, and I think that's where they kind of lost me toward at
With
the
the
end.
whole little ball
with
thing,
the dolls.
with the dolls with the little brain.
Well, yeah, they
whatever,
didn't really
explain
what the balls did,
Yeah, but you see a little black mist, which plus I guess like the
like
evil
the
part.
demons or some shit. I mean, we can give this away.
No, it's fine.
Nicolas Cage is a serial killer who is a Satanist who goes to these different houses and gives people a doll. When he gives them the doll, the doll makes it where the family kills themselves essentially.
Right.
And so Nicolas Cage goes to this one family, and it's the beginning of the movie, and he gives them the doll, and you find out towards the end of the movie that the mom makes a deal where instead of her killing her daughter, she goes and she gives the dolls to these other families for Nicolas Cage.
Right.
I mean, and so what's strange about this is that being that the little girl is spared, we catch her in the future. She's a detective, and she goes after killers.
But you really don't know that she's been spared.
Yeah, we don't know that in the beginning,
Right.
but we do know that somehow she has a paranormal ability where she can sense where the bad guys are.
Right.
Which I'm assuming that's because she was spared by the Satanist.
Like, for whatever. Yeah.
She got this ability somehow. Yeah, I mean, and that's pretty much. I mean, Nicolas Cage, he's in full prosthetics, and he looks crazy. And they said that like the actress, the main character, she didn't meet Nicolas Cage until until after he'd already put the prosthetics on and everything, and it scared her when she did the scene.
Pussy.
So, and you have anything else for this movie?
Not really. I thought it was okay. I thought some of it was just dumb. Like her decisions and shit were just stupid, and that's why I don't watch a lot of scary movies.
Yeah.
And I took a chance on this one because I have a hard time when I'm watching something. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
No one would do that. Why would you do that? It's so stupid. Like, don't be dumb. Like, and especially coming from like you see. Even like when it comes to cops, it's even worse because you're like, these guys have training, and you're like, they're making these dumbass decisions. You're like, but you've had training on to handle these situations, and you're like throwing that completely out of the window. Especially like FBI agents, just like not even like local law enforcement, but like actual like went to college, had to get a degree, had to have lots of training, specialize in certain fields, and you still make these dumbass decisions. Like, hey, I'm gonna like you don't notice someone walking up next to you with a fucking long rifle. Like you're in a car. It's a fucking fishbowl. You can see everything. Like,
Right.
What the fuck? I just don't get it. Like like you can hear, like if someone walks around my car, I can hear it.
Yeah.
Even if and then on a gravel road, it's like I can hear that shit.
Yeah.
I was like, nonetheless, like on pavement, I'm like looking, like you're looking around. They didn't have cell phones. It's like in the 80s, early 90s,
Right.
or no, midnight, 80s, like somewhere on there, like late 80s. And so it's just like, I'm just like, I don't know. It's just those type of things where it's just so like I'm able to sneak up around on this car like I'm a ninja. Like, come on.
Yeah. I felt like the marketing was really good for this because they don't give you anything.
Yeah, I didn't even know it was a murder mystery until somebody told me. I was like, okay, I'll go watch it. Then I was kind of disappointed because it wasn't the type of murder mystery I was kind of looking for.
Yeah. So they said they took a lot of influences from Silence of the Lambs, and you can kind of see it.
Yeah, but Silence of the Lambs, there's no demonic kind of crap going on. I don't know.
Yeah.
Whatever.
And
so what do you think? What was your score on this bad boy?
it's tough for me. Yeah, I'm gonna go knuckle bump.
Knuckle bump?
I'm gonna go knuckle bump. I was gonna go high five, but when I walked out of the theater, the yelling and stuff was a disappointment for me, and they didn't explain enough for me. That's what it would have got a high five for me if they would have explained a little more, and Nicolas Cage toned it down just a bit.
Okay. All right.
What did you get?
Knuckle bump.
Knuckle bump?
Yeah.
Okay.
Knuckle bump for me.
All right. So I got two more, and then we'll go to the big guy. I'll make these two quick. So I finished the Justice League Crisis on Infinite Earths. They put the part 3 out. The third one is the most comprehensive of the 3 movies.
Yeah,
it is easiest to follow.
Okay, let's not get into the weeds on this because it's a lot. But essentially, Trey,
Yes,
correct me if I'm wrong. This essentially wraps up the entire old DCU universes
and the new one.
Oh, and then so they're starting completely over from scratch, huh?
Yes. They because these last couple of movies have been of the new universe, and because they did retellings of most of their characters. That's right. Yeah. So Superman got it redone. This wipes all that out. They basically at the end of the third movie they combine every character from every universe into one character. So you have one Superman. You don't have a DC animated like the animated series Superman or any of the other series that Superman's been in. It's all one Superman now. And so just God, how it ends. And they don't give you anything to lead to. They don't even know if they're going to do animated movies anymore after this that are a part of one universe because of that Creature Commandos thing is animated. He's going to do more animated stuff like that, but it's going to be part of the cinematic universe.
Okay, yeah.
So they're not sure if they're going to do any more movies that are connected.
Yeah, that's lame. All right, well.
So if I had to give this one a rating, it'd be Knuckle Bump.
Knuckle Bump. And then for the series, the 3-parter altogether? Because that's they're about 2 hours each?
Yeah, they're about.
So you're talking 6 hours?
I would say they got kind of lost in the first 2 movies, and the third one they tried to put it all together and finish it, and it ends good. It ends good. Again, probably Knuckle Bump.
Okay.
I mean, if
fair enough.
If it wasn't for the third one, it'd have probably been like a Look Across the Room. Because it got kind of like it was just too much. They tried to do too much.
All right.
So the last thing I got before we do the big guy is I did end up watching The Boy and His Heron.
Okay.
I finally checked out.
Did you agree with me? That's probably the. It's not like. Is it your favorite?
No.
Yeah.
It is definitely not my favorite.
Did you see where like some of it falls apart with the comprehension part?
Yeah, he got lost. It seemed like the story got convoluted, and it
doesn't wrap any. Like some of it's like they have all these like foreshadowing bits, and they never kind of really pay any of it off.
I mean, like there was a straight story that he could have done where his new mom gets lost in another universe, and he goes to get her.
Right.
That's really all they had to do. But instead, they go on these other like places where like his dead mother. They said that she's somewhere there. They never even like really discuss that. It gets lost, and then there's these weird like bird soldiers that are trying to take over the other world. I'm like, what the fuck does this have to do with anything?
Thank you. That's why I was like, what the fuck is happening? Who gives a shit?
And like
you have to take over.
And
then
there's
like
the
new master guy. And
yeah.
like, when did that happen? Why is that a thing?
Yeah, and it's like, yeah, it gets convoluted. So again, I mean, this might be a glance across the room for me.
Yeah, I don't remember a score I gave it, but it wasn't great.
I mean, he's done much better, and it seemed like and this is his last one. I mean, he said, I mean, this is it.
Well, the studio will keep putting stuff out. But
yes, but he
is
personally isn't going to direct.
Yeah.
And this one he did for his grandson, he said.
Okay.
Well, I mean, it's
Do a better one, bitch.
so I mean, if you were gonna watch something as far as Miyazaki goes, I would definitely recommend Howl's Moving Castle, Ponyo, My Neighbor. What was my neighbor?
No one gives a shit. No one gives a shit, Trey.
Okay, Spirited Away,
right.
Kiki's Delivery
All right,
Service.
so fucking watch something else. That's all you have to say. You don't have to go through fucking the list. All right, let's move on to the last big one, Trey.
I'm so excited.
Let's see. Wait, let's see if I can get this. Wait, wrong one.
I am Marvel Jesus.
That was pretty good.
Yeah, thanks. I appreciate that, Trey.
All right, Marvel, don't sue us, please.
Yeah, well, fuck you guys. Fuck you, Marvel. Suck my ass. Not you, Disney. You've got power. So, all right. Well, heavy spoilers.
Are you ready for this?
Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, we're going to jerk this movie off. We're not going to try to spend too much time because we're pretty far. How long are we into this bitch?
Hour 15.
Yeah, it's long for us. So we'll try to we'll just kind of give a. I want you guys to enjoy the movie, so we don't want to go too far into it. We'll just give our favorite spots.
Okay.
And what we overall think about the movie. Just so we don't have to give too much away for you guys. Because we'll say off the bat.
Yes.
Go watch this fucking movie.
Please do.
Go watch it. It's probably the best Marvel movie they've put out since Deadpool 2. No, it's definitely it's up there. I mean, it's cool because one, if you don't know, it's Marvel basically brings Deadpool into their universe.
Yes.
And they do it, I think, a very fun, smart way.
Mm-hmm.
It's interesting the way they kind of play off the different universes, and there's Deadpools in different universes and stuff, and so essentially, to give a high level of what the movie is, what the plot point is, is that TVA is part of it, and Deadpool's timeline is going to be pruned, erased because whatever event, because their anchor person, Wolverine died, and they need to find a new anchor person and to keep his timeline alive. Yeah, and they want Deadpool to work for them.
The Logan movie, he died.
Right,
so
the Logan one. Yeah. So we find out that is in the ROG. No, it's not ROG.
It's in the X-Men universe.
It's in the X-Men universe, and not ROG Deadpool universe. Because in our Deadpool universe, his wife dies. In this Earth 1003 or whatever 1001 or whatever it is, Vanessa is still alive. Jessica or whatever her fucking name is still alive in it because he uses, or maybe it is the OG because he uses his time. Uses the
Logan universe. The Logan Wolverine is Deadpool's universe. Okay, it's all the same universe.
So he uses Cable's time dial to go and save all of his friends. He saves Peter. He saves his wife. He saves all these people who died.
Yes.
Which I found. So okay, blah blah blah. They need Logan because Logan's supposed to be. He's generally there's a human in every universe who's their anchor person. If they die, then the universe dies. And this was Logan. It's not always Logan, but Logan is this. So, anywho, it's fun because the way they do the cameos isn't like we're gonna jump between universe and universe, which we kind of thought was gonna be what was gonna happen.
I mean, kind of did.
No, not really, because they don't do that. What happens is they go to the beyond or whatever they call it, the prune, whatever where you get pruned from.
Okay, I'm talking about the Wolverines.
Yeah. So
that's where he jumped. He was jumping between universes.
When? Oh yeah, so they do that, but the cameos doesn't happen there.
Right.
The cameos happen. The big cameos happen.
The void
when they go to the void where you get pruned.
Yes.
And you find a whole set of all these, the old actors.
Yes.
And the biggest spoiler alert there was two for me.
Yes.
There was two for me.
Yes.
One.
Yes.
Was that Chris Evans is in it.
Yes.
But they play on it because you're thinking, fucking Captain America, da 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 da.
And he's got the blue, and he's got a shroud over him.
And he says something. He does a superhero landing, and he takes it off, and then he goes, "Flame on!" And he's fucking Johnny Storm.
That's awesome.
And he gets to play a whole different character because he gets to be funny. And and kind of over the top. So you really like that. And then fucking Wesley Snipes walks in as Blade, and you're like, what the fuck?
That's what I said.
And the thing that got me is because that was awesome. And
Yeah.
I love Wesley Snipes as Blade. I think that's probably he's one of those character choices that just fucking works.
Yes.
And you get it and you like it and it
Yes.
works. The movies are, certain parts of them are hit and miss, the Blade movies.
He is Blade.
He is Blade, yeah. But they do this thing where he's like, I am Blade. And Deadpool looks at the camera, he's like, I'm the only Blade, not I'll ever be the only Blade.
Yeah.
And they kind of like look at the camera like wink wink, because our Blade movie
Mahershala Ali.
probably won't be Blade, because we don't know.
Yeah.
Because that movie keeps getting recast, redone, new directors, pushed
Yeah.
back. It's probably never going to happen.
Yeah.
So those are my favorites. What did you? I know there was the big one with Mr. Cavill.
Henry Cavill as Wolverine with the cigar in his mouth.
Yeah, and he looked fucking sweet.
And he kicked fucking Deadpool through a wall.
Yeah, it was awesome. What about midget Wolverine, like the comic book accurate Wolverine, where he jumps off the stool?
Come here, my little king.
Yeah, you short king, you short king. Fucking love that. Do you think that was Blake Lively as girl Deadpool?
It was.
Was it?
It's in the credits.
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure.
It says Lady Deadpool.
Blake Lively. That's
I was
awesome.
like,
Good
yes.
for her.
It's smart. I mean, it's his wife. So,
Hey, at the red carpet.
hey.
I'm not a big Blake Lively fan. Like she's not my cup of tea.
Yeah.
Like, but at that red carpet.
Yeah. Yeah. I liked all the little cameos. I think I don't know.
So overall, I mean, it was a good. I wish it was longer. It was only about 2 hours.
Yeah.
But still good. Overall, what'd you think?
I think Hugh Jackman is awesome in this. I think
He gets to go full fucking Wolverine.
Yeah.
And the mask is fucking dope. The outfits are dope.
I like that for the mask. They only use it like once, and he goes, I only put this on for special occasions. This flops,
and they do the Deadpool eyes, the white eyes,
Yep.
the comic book actor.
White eyes,
It's just
yep.
eyes in a mask, which was
Yep.
fucking cool.
Yeah.
So
it ends though where he's still in the Fox universe,
right,
because they save it, and so he stays there with his family on the Fox universe, and the people that got pruned are even there with him in the Fox universe.
Yep.
So the Fox universe isn't dead.
Right, and so I think they will eventually prune it with the TVA or something like that, and bring Deadpool into the Marvel universe.
Yeah.
I think it's just hard because of the way he acts and his superpowers and everything else. I think it's going to be really difficult.
Mm-hmm.
And if he's going to be like side characters and stuff, like comic
Yes.
relief. He can't. I don't think you can bring him into like an Avengers or something like that, and then him work.
Yeah,
because
he is.
I know. I'm just
But,
saying,
yeah.
but he won't be like a huge part of it. I think
Yeah.
he'll be like here and there, and he'll have to go like on an offside mission type of thing. And
He won't talk a lot. Let's put it that way.
Yeah.
If he's in an Avengers movie,
no,
he won't
'cause
talk much.
Yeah, because everyone's going to be expecting the curse words and
And
everything
he's
else.
not going to drop
And
an
they-
F-bomb in
They made a
PG
joke.
Yeah.
Because Disney's like the one thing that he couldn't do was Coke.
cocaine.
And they fucking made it a joke throughout.
Yeah.
Like, I wish we could do Coke.
Do you want to build a snowman? I do, but I can't. Just
Disney
walk
won't let me.
But all right. So I mean, my favorite cameo was Gambit.
Gambit was all, and he was
Shannon Tatum.
so fucking funny. He was
Yes.
like, I'm gonna go down there to Bayou, we buy them into New Orleans, that's not how we do it down there. And he's like, the fuck did you just say?
I mean,
Can we get subtitles for this
when
guy?
his fighting style, where he had the cart and he shoots them and like it sticks in them and they blow up.
Well, yeah, it's a lot more accurate than like the X-Men TV
Yes.
show was, where it's like his cards were just like lasers kind of thing. And
Well,
this
they
one,
even did him in Wolverine Origins. Remember?
yeah, and that was sucked.
Yeah.
But this one was great. I wanted more staff.
Yeah. He
You
had
get-
the staff.
I know, but it wasn't a lot.
Yeah.
It was more about the cards, which is cool and fun.
Yeah.
And he's like, if you come over here to another man's house and you drink all of his liquor, you would ask first. And he's like,
And he breaks it and he goes, "Oh, look at this, another bottle." And
yeah, he starts. So that was awesome. That was fucking sweet.
I mean, if you look hard enough, there's a shit ton of cameos.
Oh
in
yeah,
this
there's
movie.
lots of X-Men universe
Yep.
stuff. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I thought it was great. I was hoping for maybe a Luke Wilson, Loki kind of cameo thing, but we didn't get it, which is fine.
Yeah.
TVA was there. I thought it was great. I thought that it was, there was fan service, right?
Of course.
But I think they do everything in a smart way where it just wasn't like, oh, here's this character. Okay, move on. It was like, it actually meant something. Like the whole thing with the X-Men dude, what's his name? The fire guy from X-Men?
Oh,
Inferno or whatever the fuck his stupid ass name is. And he was, it made sense because Johnny Storm's there and he's all about fire and he can absorb fire.
Yep.
And I was like, oh, that's such a smart way to bring someone in, to make it make sense.
Right.
And then there was this whole thing where, well, I don't want to get into too much of it, but it's such a fucking funny movie.
We're not going to spoil much. Let's spoil the whole movie.
Action, comedy. There's a little bit of tidbit at the very end, which again it doesn't set anything up. It's just a funny little haha.
So what they do show it with the end credit though is that he has the little machine so he can go back and forth through universes. Yeah. So this way, when they need him, he can come back.
He can come back. Yeah. So great movie. It's probably going to be the best movie of the year.
Yeah, for sure.
Without, I mean, Craven's going to suck dick.
Yeah.
Venom
that's not even fucking Marvel. It's Sony.
No, I'm just saying. Yeah. As far as superheroes go, Transformers might be okay. It could be fun, but it's animated, so we'll see. Venom 3 is going to be fucking terrible. It's going to be terrible.
Deadpool
I'm telling you guys right now.
$40 million
opening night. Yeah, it's gonna be the highest grossing movie this year by far.
They're saying it might be the highest grossing Marvel movie.
Yeah, well, I don't know. I mean, you got to think Avengers 1 made
we'll see.
all the money. So
we'll see.
Go watch it. You got to see it. I didn't go in for the buckets and all that other shit because I just don't save shit like that. So, but it's such a good time. You could probably watch it 2 times, 3 times in the theaters and be cool. I'll probably go back and watch it one more time.
Yeah,
before it's out.
Yeah,
I really enjoy it. If you liked the first 2, you're not going to be disappointed in this.
Yeah,
it was so fucking funny. I did have to tell someone to shut the fuck up.
Yes.
There was a fucking
in the theater,
a few rows on the same row, like a few seats down. Some guy kept on yelling out, "That's from comic fucking." I was like, "Hey, shut the fuck up! Shut the fuck up!" And he was like, "Huh?" Fucking nerds. I was like, be a nerd. That's cool, but like, have some context where you're at. No one gives a shit that that reference from comic book 159, Deadpool versus Wolverine.
Yeah,
like. No one gives a fuck. Right. Like, there's a little bit of a Wolverine versus Hulk situation there for real quick.
Yeah.
But I was like, dude, shut the fuck up. Yeah. Like, know where you at.
Yeah.
All right. So go watch it. 100% recommend.
And what is our official review?
It gets the coveted
sweaty
high five. Oh wait, I don't have a high five thing. Damn. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Oh. Ooh, that was a crisp ass high five.
Ooh, daddy. All right, Trey, what are we jumping into here, bud?
All right, it's
Is it about time? All right, let's do it.
When the world needed direction,
it called upon its last hope.
2 brothers,
1 studio.
Hard to Entertain is proud to present
Flashback.
All right, Trey.
All right.
You ready for this?
I'm
I can't
ready.
show the trailer because I've learned that my YouTube tells us when we get copyright struck. And,
shit.
We haven't gotten any trouble. It just says, hey, these are potential copyright. If someone ever wants to get you guys, like, that's up.
Oh, you don't want to show the camera the trailer as we're going?
Right, here we go. You ready?
All right.
Oh, can you see it?
No.
Fucking liar. Fucking lying bitch. There, here we go.
For Professor Sherman Klump, being the big man on campus,
Plumps.
no laughing matter.
Meet the Crumps. What?
Here we go. 1.
Doctor.
Body was disproportionate.
Oh, I know this one. It's the Eddie Murphy movie. I don't know the name.
What's the
of
name of it, Trey?
His family.
What's the name of it, Trey?
Dr. Doolittle or some shit. I don't know.
Dr. Doolittle?
I don't know the name of it, but I know it's the Eddie Murphy one where he drinks the potion and gets skinny.
Yeah, it's fucking Nutty Professor.
Okay, perfect.
First of all, this movie is insane.
Yes.
Of like canceled 100%. I mean, canceled 1,000 bajillion percent.
They don't do fat suit movies anymore.
And then the sexism and the inappropriateness and it's insane. It's like no one would ever let this movie go. But Eddie Murphy, it's definitely like, it's before he started declining like crazy.
Yeah.
And it's fucking hilarious. He does the everyone. It's already turned down.
Okay.
It does the classic. Everyone kind of references the table scene where they're all cracking jokes at each other.
Yeah.
And he's doing fat suits for his whole entire family. and
Start farting.
And doing jokes, and he does all the character. He does Professor.
Yeah.
I forget Dave Chappelle's the comedian that roasts him, which kind of puts him over the edge. And that which is fucking ridiculous. So, it's really funny. It's super 90s kind of comedy. Science doesn't make any goddamn sense. Heartfelt shit. It's funny.
It was like a time where like all these people wanted to put fat
suits on. Yeah.
Like they did a Big Mama's house. I was like, what the fuck?
Medea still does it. And Tyler Perry still does it. People roast him all the time. Like, you're just perpetuating the stereotype of So, I really enjoy. It was fun. It's funny.
Yeah.
It's. I don't know if you've not ever seen it. If you could go into it, watch it, and enjoy it, versus someone who's seen it and you kind of get all the references and stuff like that. And
it's just a funny 90s.
Yeah, 90s. Yeah, it's like
funny 90s movie.
92. So
yeah.
All right, cool. I mean, no, it's gotta be later than that, like 96, 97.
Eddie Murphy was still doing movies then.
Yeah. So all right, are we past the commercials on that?
Yep.
I'll give it a knuckle bump.
Wow.
Knuckle bump. It was good. It's fun.
All right.
Am I good?
Give it.
So how was work this evening?
Oh, start it over.
Dang it.
So how was work this evening, neighbor?
I need a lap dance, table 5. Don't get too close. The guy smells like asparagus pea and he's got a hook hand.
You're not a neighbor. You're a pot dealer.
I have a smidge of marijuana down in Mexico. Bring it back here.
Oh, okay. This is you can stop it. It's
way out of my league.
You don't have a.
It's We Are the Millers.
Yay.
Yeah.
So this is Jennifer Aniston and Will Poehler and Jason Sudeikis. Emma Roberts.
Huh, Will Poehler before Jason Sudeikis, huh?
Yep.
Just give him credit over him. Okay. That's a choice.
I mean,
that's a
so
choice.
Jason Sudeikis is a drug dealer who gets a bunch of people together to go in an RV and bring drugs from Mexico to the U.S.
My favorite part of this movie, by far, is
Papa Chacon.
Is they are getting ready to go on this trip because they decide the easiest thing to do, because it's going to be in an RV, is come back as a family. And so he recruits a stripper that's his neighbor, the kid that lives in the apartment building that's a fucking nerd, goody two shoe, and
just needs a friend.
Yeah, and then the homeless girl outside,
Emma Roberts,
who plays who's just like this teen who's on the run type of shit. But my favorite part is they go to get haircuts in the mall and shit, and he's sitting in the chair and he's got like long hair and stuff. He looks like he's like in his 30s, and he's like, "Give me a haircut that says, I hate my life and my job, and I wish my wife would die." And there's a guy sitting there with a newspaper. He's like, he wants this. He definitely wants this. Like, exactly. Give me that.
Give me that. Give me that.
That's my favorite part. Or the TLC song part. That's
I like it when he walks out of the place and meets the guy, and he's like, he goes, "You got a little bit of drugs?" And he's like,
no regrets.
He goes, "Oh, sweets, you're still dealing?" He goes, "Yep." He goes, "You know what? You could die tomorrow and nobody would miss you. That's so cool." He goes, "Yep." So cool. And then he goes and calls, his wife calls. He goes, "Oh fuck, oh shit, hey baby, oh, we're gonna get high, fuck tonight." And he goes to get in the car trapped.
That's good.
Oh, so funny. So that one, highly recommend.
Where do you watch it?
You can catch it on the old Netflix.
Netflix, okay. Nutty Professor, same Netflix.
Awesome.
Cool. Awesome. All right, guys. Sorry about the long episode, but you're welcome.
Yeah.
I don't know. Depends how you feel about it.
Yeah.
YouTube. Like, subscribe, share, help us out, help us build it. We're gonna try to do some small take this and put it in smaller videos,
shorts.
like we have the shorts, but also like 5-10 minute clips based on the segments and stuff, maybe. Some fun stuff there. Appreciate everyone watching and listening. We do this for fun, so
Facebook,
watching it,
Twitter,
all that we ask,
all the social medias. Catch us there. We're gonna put a little more. I think we'll try to get a little more stuff put on those things. Like post a little more. But beyond that,
fucking speak for yourself, bitch.
What?
Yeah, you heard what I said.
You're a multimedia, magnet.
All right, we'll see you guys.
Catch you guys later.
Are you not entertained?
Welcome to Hard to Entertain with Brandon and Trey. Take it away, boys.